I want to go to Elysian and talk about some things. Really just want to talk about the bike, as well as, ooh. Quiet. Yeah, I want to talk about the bike, and then, I don't know if y'all heard, but the LA Megaride. Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit. If y'all have opinions, I know I don't like really talk enough for there to be like huge comment sections in my videos. I really just do this because I just enjoy it, you know. But yeah, I want to hear what people have to say. If anybody plans on coming, you know, coming out to LA for that. And I can give my thoughts of from what I've heard and, you know, experience being in LA for now over a year. A lot of cops out this morning. I mean, there's always, honestly, where I live, there's always a lot of cops. I've had issues in going towards Pasadena, as well as Beverly Hills. Oh, that dude's a dick. I believe this is the turn I usually do. I haven't rode in straight from Elysian, and I'm horrible with directions, by the way, so ignore that. See? After I did that red light right there, they would try to fool me the fuck over if they're even in their car. Alright. Yeah. And then I hate that. And for me, I can remember how to get up here, so just memory alone, memory and willpower alone, I do not. Alright, there we go. Yes, I do go back. That is the turn. Alright, yes, so this is the turn. Okay, I'm not gonna try to look down. Alright, not looking. Huh?
No off-roading or nothing.
Oh, not off-roading.
You're off the road.
Oh, I was going to the...
This is close to vehicles.
Okay, so the flight pad, the helipad is...
It's close to vehicles. It's not on the road. This is a road, this is off-road.
Okay. So, can't do the can't just chill at the helipad?
You can't take that, any motorized vehicle.
Oh, I'll walk it. I'll walk it though.
Yeah, it's posted.
Oh, I'll walk it. Bro. So it's officially been about, I want to say, it's officially been over a year of having this bike. As you can see, I definitely put some distance on this thing. I don't know if you can read that, but it says 2,455 miles. And then tires, of course. Are these guys coming here to fuck with me? Let's see. Yeah, these guys are. Alright. Back to it. Yeah, man. I've had this bike for over a year and I fucking love this thing. As you can see, I've done a lot to it. From custom graphics kit that I designed myself. You know, a lot of aesthetic things like purple chain, pink underglow, even under the seat I have the ostrich leather seat, some custom turn signals, mirror, you know, and just overall really just made this bike my own. I don't see too many of these out. Actually, I don't see any of these out here. Let's be honest, I don't see anybody else riding these. When I'm outside riding, I know like 2 people that have actually reached out to me about this bike that got this bike now. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, other than that, man, you know, this bike has been amazing. Still have the stock tires, which I am looking for new ones because I see things. I actually found Shenkos that should fit. They're the same numbers, you know. And I'm probably gonna do that myself because I don't want to pay people to fix the tires when I can reasonably do it myself, right? It's not a job that's impossible to do. Of course, I need to get the tools, but even getting the tools, I can get the tools cheaper than having somebody to pay somebody to do it. So there's that. Awesome things about this bike. The stock drivetrain has honestly been amazing. The only things I've changed: front sprocket and the rear sprocket. The rear sprocket I've been playing around with for a while. I had the stock 52, had it was either 42 or 48, and then I have a 32 right here. 32 sprocket, and as you could tell just from that alone, I've geared this for speed, and recently I changed the front sprocket. I went up a tooth on that one. I hit about 80. Next thing, dude, is upgrade the controller to a far driver. I don't really see too many people that have done that on this bike. At least I haven't found anybody that, like, I think one person from a comment. So I haven't even seen videos of it being fast or anything. I wish more people made content about this bike. And then Revolt, who sponsors me or works with me, you know, I'm going to get the far drive from them. They're going to have it tuned to at least be plug and play, and then I'm going to mess around with it from there. This bike smokes Ultra Bs, you know, for bikes in this class, which is the Ultra B. Next is the Talaria Komodo, which isn't out yet. It's fun having gears and having a foot brake come stock on this thing. Oh, you can also see I did handguard risers, so this thing is so much more comfortable for me to maneuver. When I had not Ultra B, but Light B, it just got to a point where it just felt too small for me. I sold that, and yeah, we're here today with having over 2,000, almost 2,500 miles on this thing. I really have no regrets. It being pretty much stock everything, this is ready to rip out the box. If you look at my old video where I first kind of reviewed this thing, the first thing to upgrade is, of course, the throttle. I switched it for a Surron throttle, so it's electronic, and it works so much better, man. Honestly, if you're looking to get this bike, I highly suggest you actually go through Revolt. But the guy is super helpful, and he stocks every single part for this bike, which is amazing in itself, which saves me so much. Like, because this bike isn't as popular as Surron, Solari, E-Ride, you know, it's not a popular brand like that. Doing my research, finding parts that fit, like KTM parts fit. That's a KTM rear sprocket. But I did get it from Revolt because they already sourced it, right? So I keep looking over at these guys while I'm talking. But yeah, I got to learn so much from working with this bike. I've learned so much working from this bike, man. This is like my first real bike outside of the Surron Light B. One, really learned how to ride better. I'm not going to say I'm a great rider, but I love this thing. I speak highly of this bike. I know if you look at reviews about this bike from before, you'll hear a lot of complaints. You buy this bike, you're getting a good frame, like a decent frame, a good drivetrain, good suspension, good brakes. Everything else is what you gotta do when you get it, right? Tighten bolts when you get any bike shipped to you. When you get any bike general, tighten fucking bolts. Like I said, outside of the throttle, that's all you need to change on this thing. So many people from rideouts ask me about this thing, and you know, I tell them, like, if you get this bike, know what you're getting. You know? Definitely understand what you're getting. But yeah, man, so many compliments on this bike. This bike has become me. And this goes on to what I want to talk about next. What I really want to talk about next, God, I want to talk about the LA Megaride. Surron Megaride is a huge event that goes from city to city, essentially taking over the streets with a bunch of rebellious Surron kids and adults like myself who love e-motos. LA is an interesting choice. It's an obvious choice, but it's also an interesting choice because it comes with its own set of issues. Outside of the places that have already had mega rides like Florida and Vegas, they already kind of are cracking down on Surrons. Surron type bikes, e-motos. I mean, back it up for a second. If you get this bike, just know, unless you get it plated, you are a dirt bike on the streets. Just know, this isn't flying under the radar like a Surron. Surrons barely fly under the radar now, right? But this bike isn't a fly under the radar bike. Know that. That being said, yeah, cops are cracking down, you know. I know a couple people that got their bikes impounded, that had issues and shit, right? That was one of my biggest concerns about the Surron Megaride. I definitely expected there to be police chases, you know, police involvement in the Megaride. That was just being honest. The person that hosts the Surron Megaride, they mentioned that they plan on having essentially like the city's approval for this thing. So that should make it better. I'm not going to say that you're not going to see police in people's clips that come from otherwhere, or people even that like live in LA. We have a lot of content creators out here. Not to say police won't be involved, but at least for the mega ride part of it, it should be good. But the issue that I mainly had wasn't, again, during the mega ride. It was going to be the effects after. LA is already cracking down heavy on bikes. You know, Glendale also, which is interesting because it's supposed to be in Glendale, which I hear like stories about not going to Glendale if you're on an e-moto. But yeah, cops after, I feel like, are definitely going to be on people's asses. Because the city approved, maybe not. Maybe it'll be like this, maybe a little slightly heightened. But I'm ready to hear people's stories about shit they've run into because of the Megaride. That would be interesting to see how the city kind of handles Surrons and E-motos after that. Brings me to a point I want to make. I love my white plastic graphics. I do have black plastics. I have some videos, I believe, with the black plastics. I don't remember if people remember that time. It was very short-lived. I still have those, and I'm thinking about putting those on the bike. Nobody really sees my black plastic, so changing up the look, as well as on the black plastics, I have some graphics on there already, and it's actually from Revolt, because Revolt hooked me up with the black plastics. I want to rep them so much, not only because they've been a big help in the e-moto community for this bike, but also just in general. If I could do anything, is definitely rep his brand for something like the Megaride. If you have a better looking Supermoto, electric Supermoto in Cali, specifically SoCal, I challenge you to figure out who has the better looking one. I'm going to enjoy my time up here. Is that a dog? Okay. LA Megaride seems promising. We shall see. You will 99% chance see clips of me at the Megaride from either me or whoever catches me out there. So, we'll be out here. I'm gonna chill out, enjoy some fresh air, take off this helmet, and talk to y'all later. Peace.